Good Morning America, just not with Hoda and Katie. But so here's the thing. Now I need you all to contact Samantha Walker, the prosecuting attorney that's attempting to prosecute me for booing at city council. I need y'all to contact her, so we're gonna make a little video putting out all her contact information. Let her know she's a dumb, law-breaking, oath-breaking cunt, that you can't be arrested for booing, that I'm on my 5th judge, this is a scam, I had a trial set, they're violating Rule 8.5 of the Arizona Rules of Criminal Procedure, all that stuff. So now it's time to hold her accountable, embarrass her, let the whole world know what's going on, and I want you guys to call, text, email, whatever you got to do, flood the fucking public officials at the Pima County Attorney's Office. What's up, Jenny? And so I need you guys to flood the Pima County's Attorney's Office so that the voice, because it says they're the Pima, it's the People's Attorney's Office. It said, well, let them know the people who are in charge of the Attorney's Office want to Lane Myers should not be charged for booing at City Council. And this is all a waste of taxpayer money because I'm going to be suing them and I'm going to get a bunch of taxpayer money. So they're using taxpayer money, resources to try to prosecute me. Then they're going to pay me a bunch of money in a lawsuit. No, this is Samantha Walker. It's fucking you. I thought, hey, it's crazy. I'm being prosecuted by Matt Walker. Then I'm being prosecuted by Samantha Walker. And then my wife, they went after Matt Walker's wife, Shannon Walker, from the U of A Law School, went after my wife's job, her and Stacy Jane from the law school. But that'll be another video. We're going to make a video about the whole thing that happened to my wife when I get home, so I have my exhibits. Because that one's probably going to get some feathers ruffled and feathered. What am I? Oh, I forgot. In 2025, 2024, tarring and feathering people is making a YouTube video about them. So now we're going to get some calls going to the Pima County Attorney's Office. Because remember, I got arrested for booing. Excuse me. Matt Walker was the prosecutor for the one for booing, not just O'Reilly's. And we had the pretrial in July at this Tucson City Court for booing. I got in the argument with the judge. He threatened to put me in jail. I told him I was from 7 Mile, motherfucker. I'm from 7 Mile in Livernois in Detroit. Like, you telling me I'm going to put... I woke up. Never mind. But, so after that, they transferred the case for booing to this other court. This justice court bullshit. This fucking Samantha Walker cunt. Who's younger than me. Younger than my wife. And so, this is child. This is a child fucking with grown men. She's like 30-something. Young 30s. Whatever. But the point being is she's from the University of Arizona Woke School of Idiot Lawyers. As you'll see in one of my videos, the 7 degrees of separation, like Kevin Bacon, except fried piglet bacon of the city of Tucson and Pima County, is absolutely infested and infected with fucking University of Arizona Law School woke idiots, social justice lawyers. So here's the thing, we're going to take YouTube chat service. What? Failure to take action. What? An apology. What? YouTube chat service. Hello, we are contacting you regarding community guideline breaches. You have 20 minutes to reply with your justification. Type 1 to find out more. Is that fake? Failure to take action. What? If you cannot type 1. Hello, we are contacting you regarding community guidelines. You have 20 minutes. Okay. Hey, so hey, public service. Because I know we're on the same page. That YouTube chat service bullshit, is that... Bro. Can you guys see the other comments, or can I only see all the comments? I wasn't even looking, but it said fucking... How do I make you one, bro? Do it. Tell me. What do I got to type? Hey, what do I hit? Did I click on your name or something? Add as moderator, bro. Can manage block words and change chat modes in live, and also can review and remove, hide, or put... Oh, you can put users in timeout, huh? All right, bro, you're on there. Yeah, bro. Public. I just gave you the keys to the car. Get him out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna see my email right now. And if it ain't something in there, motherfuckers trolling me on my chats and shit. How the fuck, man? I'm out here trying to save the earth. Ain't no fucking, that shit spam or some shit. Fucking dumbass shit. That's right. Time out, bitch. Welcome to time out, motherfucker. I used to get sent to timeout when I was in school. That shouldn't surprise no one. I used to get sent to timeout so many times that one day they called my mom and she said, I'm working in a fucking hospital. Every time you call up here because my kid fucking talked back, I got to stop what I'm doing and walk away from my patient to take this stupid phone call. Don't ever call me again about my kid going to timeout. I don't know why I just told that story, but it was, all right, cool. They look... Anyways, I'm here to get some shit done, not read these comments. I got my guy take care of that. What's up, Jenny? And so and all the other people that I know are real, like Brandon and, you know, some of these other people I've never even heard of. So Will Arrington, that's a guy that's on my channel. Cameron, he's on my channel. I know these Citizen, these guys I've seen. Partridge, I've seen him. So I'm saying. Anna, Tucson. People in Tucson know you too. All right, cool. I can't be fucking this. I got to get shit done. So anyways, I'm trying to get a fucking... I'm trying to do... Hey, I'm doing community service before my sentence. My community service is to let my community know the scams that are going on within the judicial system. So that's I'm doing a service to community. So right now we need to contact Samantha Walker. We're gonna break this all down because I got to get back to the woods. I'm in a sovereign nation right now. Sovereign. But no, I really am in a sovereign nation, but I'm not a sovereign citizen. I'm a law-abiding citizen of the United States of America. But I do have, I am on the Indian reservation, so that is a sovereign nation. All right, let's get this going. Let's pull some public. All right. Oops, I gotta take this off. Where can I see the video where you called that bitch about suing her? She freaked out or something. Where can I see the video where you called that bitch about suing her? I'm not sure what... Look up the one that says lie detector or something. I mean, lies, something. So right now, we need to get a hold of this person. This is the supervising cunt of my case. Samantha Walker. Isn't it crazy? Samantha Walker and Samantha Walker. And there's no conspiracy theory, they say. But anyways, is her Samantha Walker. SAMANTHA. I'm gonna make a post. Walker at CAO.PIMA.gov. It says she's the supervisor of this unit, prosecutes all misdemeanor offenses committed in unincorporated Pima County and cited into justice court. Well, my offense wasn't committed there, so for there's no legal reason that this case is in this court. The case, why did it get removed from city court halfway through after a trial? But I don't want to get off topic. So she says she prosecutes all misdemeanors. These offenses range from criminal, traffic, reckless, aggressive driving to property crimes, game and fish offenses, domestic violence, and DUI. Our office works hard to differentiate people whose conduct and history merit an opportunity to have their cases dismissed upon completion of appropriate counseling and community service, and those whose crimes need the heightened attention and supervision of Lane's YouTube channel. Though misdemeanor offenses can carry lower penalties than felony, the members of this unit remain mindful of the impact that these crimes can have on the community at large and that a misdemeanor conviction can have on the person charged. So they're aware that these kangaroo bullshit charges can affect my criminal record, which really, my record, I don't fuck around. For me, it's either a felony or I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what I don't care about these charges. I mean, they're not going to actually, these charges will not go through, like the next court will dismiss them, all that shit. So it's just funny to me that they care about the impact these charges have on me so much that they arrested me. I'm on my 5th judge, 2nd court, 3rd trial, 3rd judge, 2nd trial. Yeah, bro. So we need to get a hold of Samantha Walker. We're going to put hers up. And her boss now, we also need to get a hold of him. This fucking clown, Josh Fat Mosier. There's no magic. Josh Mosier, Chief Criminal Deputy. Joshua.moser@pcao.pima.gov. We'll put his up. Number's 520-724-5600. And then since all public citizens are reporters, because we're public citizens and we're public reporters, it says if you are a reporter looking to gather general information for a story, on deadline, or for background, email media@pcao.pima.gov or call Chandrea Thomas 520-724-5738. So let's make sure all of us public citizens who also are public reporters, we call and get a report and a comment. We need to know, why is Lane Myers being charged for booing? Why are they violating the Arizona rules of criminal procedure? Why did they lie and say that they needed 10 days to respond to a motion to dismiss and then it never happened? Why is this case still going on? Why is she manipulating the court system to attempt to extort $500 from me while costing the taxpayers millions of dollars in lawsuits? I'm going to make more money off this case than she does in her whole career. Do you get what I'm saying? So I hope you get it. So we need to let those people know, okay? And then we can call the court where this is going on, because we need to let them know it's the Pima Justice Court where this kangaroo shit's taking place. And the number there is 520-724-3171. So we're going to call them now. And you can also go on the Justice Court website and click this little button that says contact the court. And there's different ways. Email, compliment, question, or concern. You can give them a concern about Lane Myers, what's happening to Lane Myers, and why are they wasting taxpayer money for a man booing. So let's see. And then we're going to read this clown level bullshit that they sent me. This clown fucking... I got to be... Let's see. So after... I'm going to tell you what the judge wrote on the paper after he kicked me out of court. It says, defendant interrupted the court and was removed from the hearing. Defendant interrupted the court and was removed from the hearing. Well, you know me. I like to focus on the facts. And I'm not home, so this video is ghetto, you know, and it's not ghetto, but you know what I mean. It's low budget. I'm holding one phone, texting the other phone. But we are going to make better ones. Let's see. So, contempt of court. Cons.
Realize that I thought it was tomorrow, so.
Yeah, I didn't even realize my own court date because I thought it was a day late, or I thought it was a day before that. So where's this at? It's somewhere right in here where I get kicked out of court in about 30 seconds. All right.
Fuck out of the dumb cunt. Is today my trial date?
Right there. Let's see.
There's no good cause for that, so that's what I'm saying.
Let's see if I interrupted.
So the vacating a trial date thing is what's important. Unless when this hearing starts, this.
It's still important. Rule 8.5. My trial date was September 30th. Now they gave me a new trial on December 2nd, which is the absolute last day to have a trial, 180 days from the day. So like if the trial was any day after December 2nd, so they're fucking themselves. Samantha Walker's taking big dildos and shoving them in both holes, and not even on my OnlyFans for money. And so maybe we can work out a plea agreement where she drops the charges and I never mind. And so I think she's in the never mind anyways. You got to call her Sam, not Samantha, so that should be your never mind. But but I'm sure I could find never mind. And so back to what I was saying. Rule 8.5, it reminded me in that video because that's the bottom line. There's nothing signed by Arizona Chief Justice saying that my trial on September 30th was vacated and the case moved to a different court. So I can do whatever I want in this case. I could call her tell her that she needs, I'm going to go buy a dildo and write her name on it. And then in the videos, I'm going to hold it up and say, look, this is for you, Samantha, because you're dildoing your own career into submission. So I hope you get a lot of pleasure out of self doing it and you're ending your own career, bitch. I hope you should never mind. You're not even attractive enough for OnlyFans, but that's a different story. So that shit threw me off for a second because I got a lot to say. Bottom line is we're going to watch and see if I interrupted court.
Fake judge, this fake school board member judge and this dumb cunt prosecutor can show up with a fucking something signed that the Arizona they can't even get the arraignment right? We can all see that. Oh, here we go. Here we go, guys. Get ready. Here's the kangaroo show about to start. Hello? Hello? Sure. Hope they're ready. Jeff Lamar, it's with Samantha Walker, Pima County Justice Court. It was with Matt Walker, now it's with some other clown named Samantha Walker.
All right, this is State of Arizona versus Lane Myers, case number CR20251060.
See, he couldn't even get the heading right. It's not the state of Arizona versus Lane Myers. It's Lane Myers versus the state of Arizona. They're fucking incompetent. Any competent public official should know that I'm in charge here, not them.
009682. Would counsel state your appearance?
Samantha Walker for the state.
All right, the defendant appears over Zoom. For the defendant, did you want to have an attorney appointed to represent you in this matter?
Is this a different judge than was supposed to be here today?
Judge Foster has a jury trial. She will hear your trial in this matter, but she is currently in a jury trial today. Did you want to?
Thank you. Can you state your name for the record, sir?
I'm Judge Kendrick Wilson. Did you want to have an attorney appointed to represent you?
No, I think you should focus on having an attorney represented for Samantha Walker when I sue the fuck out of the dumb cunt. Is today my trial date or not?
You are, sir, interrupt me again and you're going to be in.
Interrupt me again. Let's all watch that. He asked me a question and I gave him a smart ass answer to his question. His response to that was interrupt me again. He literally asked me a fucking question and my answer was no, get her an attorney. She's a dumb cunt anyways. His response to that was if I interrupt him, this was they obviously practiced this before the hearing.
Contempt.
Fuck you, cunt.
He said if I interrupt him again, he'll hold me in contempt. He asked me a question. I gave him a sarcastic, rude, and condescending answer. He responded with, "If you interrupt me again, I will hold you in contempt." I said, "Fuck you, cunt."
This for trial today. That's it. Remove him.
That's it, remove him.
See how you do that, guys?
So, okay. Then the minute entry says, defendant interrupted the court and removed from the hearing. Defendant was previously 9.1 advised. Trial is set in the defendant's absence. Bench trial has been set. The defendant is on notice to pursue Rule 15 that any defense witnesses, along with their dates of birth and any defense exhibits, must be disclosed to the state no less than 20 days before trial. Failure to timely disclose defense witnesses and exhibits will result in those witnesses' exhibits being precluded at trial. Continuances will only be granted for good causes shown. Well, wait a second. I already gave all that shit away back in June. So if I turned that shit over back in June, then why would I need to turn it over right now? Why would I need to? So they already have all that. It's the state that should be ordered to turn over that. They didn't turn over their shit in time. As we can see, I did not interrupt the court. As you can see, it's a coordinated effort between the state and the court. Because why would the court want me to? If everybody was innocent, then there wouldn't be no court, right? Imagine if everybody came to court and got found innocent, they wouldn't be able to charge you court costs. They wouldn't be able to build that 5-story court, employ a bunch of judges. So they railroad the fuck out of you. But the truth is, most people are guilty. Except the court doesn't know how to handle anybody that's innocent. And that's the problem here, is I'm innocent. They don't know how to handle that. It's not set up for that, because once they file, it's supposed to be where you don't get put in there if you're innocent. You don't get entered in the system, blah, 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 right? Or the cops arrest you. It goes to the prosecutor. The prosecutor looks at this and goes, what the fuck is this? And they get rid of it. But in this case, I booed at the meeting in a red hat. This is a political stunt. It's election season. The mayor was at the Democratic National Convention speaking because as soon as she thinks that Kamala Harris is going to win, and then she's going to appoint her to the White House and all this shit. So I'm going to sue her, and she's just going to pay me money, but then she's not going to lose her job because she's going to go to the White House anyways. And so basically, this is a political. I'm not. It's a political. It's the word is not prosecution. I'm being prosecuted. It's persecution, but I'm also not being persecuted. So it's tough to really label it, what's going on. It's railroading. It's political railroading of the courts. But what's going to happen now is I need everybody to call there and let them know that we know what's going on. I got some things in the work that are going to get this story out even bigger with the Washington Post. And then we're going to get a bunch of people to show up at court in a free Lane Meyer shirt like we used to do when people got arrested for, when Granny used to get arrested for a weed, we used to show up at their court dates and get them free. And so, but anyways, as we can see, contact Samantha and ask her where the Rule 8.5 motion signed by the Arizona Supreme Court justices vacating my trial on September 30th. Anything other than that, she's proceeding unlawfully. We have her numbers. We have the court. Contact the court. Samantha Walker. We got, you could contact the mayor and let them know about booing. But the bottom line is they're all being sued and they don't care. So, of course I'm suing them. I'm going to win the lawsuit, whether we go to court and I win a trial of damages or they settle with me. But I don't settle. That's the thing, is I'm not a settler. I don't do settlements. I do verdicts. And so they're either going to go to court. You get what I'm saying? So it's too late now. They're going after me, so I go after them at all costs. Careers. They called my girl's work and got her. They brought attention to my. They said that I am a problem. She's fine. I'm the problem. I'm not in trouble for anything I've done. But somehow that's a problem for other people. So ladies, imagine if your husband was accused of a crime, not even convicted, and that meant, well, your husband got accused of a crime, you can't work here anymore. Is that feminism? Is that progress? So these same Sam, non-binary, gay walkers, and LGBT advocate. The same night I got arrested was LGB night, which is fine. I say LGB a lot because I know the people that I'm going against freak out if you say that, but I don't have any problem with that. There's no history of me being against any of that. I love everybody. And truly, the reason I say that is because I know that certain people are watching my channel and they get offended that I label them with that. It's like literally you had a gay night at the fucking mayor's council meeting. You made a proclamation declaring it gay night. So if I say that you're a gay social justice warrior, that shouldn't surprise you. I support gay rights too. I don't support men on the girls team, but that's a different video we're gonna make about one of the federal judges that came and talked to never mind. Keep it short and simple. I want to have the computer with me on those. So I need everybody to get after that, Oh shit, there's all these things going on here. Thanks, public service. You're providing a public service. Yeah, James Freeman just made a video too yesterday. It's true that I probably have more people who hate watch my channel, which is crazy. Somehow I need 100,000 subscribers. I'm not going to monetize my channel. I don't make videos. I believe that the people that, it's quick. It's easy to tell the people that are about that life and the people that are just like trying to get in on the YouTube thing. YouTube is so that I can educate people, not profit. Because even if YouTube didn't exist, the same thing would be happening. I would be going to the court hearing and going off on them. And the reason and more people need to go to the court hearing and go off on them. Civilly. Like, there's a way, right, to do it. Like, you can't be innocent if you're guilty, you can't do what I'm doing. You can't call prosecutors and judges if you actually committed a crime. I didn't commit any crime, so I can call out the prosecutor, the judge, all that. Because at the end of the day, the determination that's going to be made on my innocent or guilt and these charges being on my record and all that, it's going to come down to the law. Facts of law, not did I cuss out the judge or did I call him a cunt or did any of this shit. Eventually, it's going to get to the Court of Appeals of Arizona, and they're going to say, show us legally what legal arguments. Legal arguments. I'm making legal arguments. They're not. And so my legal arguments are better than theirs because I'm innocent. So when you're innocent, you don't have to make excuses. You just say, this is the law. You didn't prove this, and this. There's no finding of this. There's no finding of that. There's no crime here. Nothing to see here. Why? So dismissed with prejudice. It's just to string me out. The lawsuits, they already have the notice of claim. In Arizona, you got to give them time to respond. So it doesn't matter. They'll be being sued. And now my wife can help me because she doesn't work for the government anymore. Now she's an attorney, state of Arizona. Now she can help anybody in the state. Anybody in the state of Arizona can now hire my wife as an attorney. So I could hire my own wife, right? I don't need to though. I got it taken care of, but so how do you think that benefited them? She was a law clerk for a federal judge where she couldn't practice. She couldn't take any other clients. She could only be a lawyer for the Constitution, uphold the law. People need to know that a law clerk does all the work too, but that's going to be another video when I call people out. And so she went from upholding the Constitution, not being on any side, to she's available for hire. So if anybody wants to hire her, you're hiring somebody who's just spent 5 years as a federal law clerk for the federal judges in Tucson. But I don't want to say too much because she'll probably stab me when I get back to her. But I'm just kidding. That's a joke. She's not like that, and that's the problem. People don't understand that just because your husband acts one way, we're not even legally married. Just because somebody acts one way that's not progress, ladies. My whole entire case is women. Mackenzie lied. Her mom sleeps with the cops. Matt Walker's wife sticks things in his butt and tells him what to do, and is the director at the. She's the feminazi over at the special projects at the U of A. She called the court and said that this guy is harassing my husband or something. I don't know what they said because it's not my business, but we'll get into all that when it's time. I got to get back to nature. I'm the sovereign nation. Come get me now, motherfuckers, on this sovereign nation. I'm just talking shit. There's nothing to come get me for. That's the point. It's hilarious. When you hear what the fucking cockamamie bullshit coming out of these federal judges' mouth when they saw the federal judges watch my YouTube videos, and I'm going to tell you what they said about them in one of these videos, okay? I don't give a fuck whose feelings get hurt. They called me a school shooter and shit, but we'll get into all that. And so, expose. I'm going to expose everybody. This channel should be called Lane Myers Exposes. And I don't mean in an only fan way. In a mostly fan way, because most of my viewers are my fans, but I got a lot of people who watch my channel who aren't subscribing or liking because they hate me, which is just as good as love. Because all good relationships require a little bit of hate and a lot of love. Because agape. But I got to get back, and so please call these fucking idiots over and tell them that Lane Myers sent. Make sure you say I'm calling. Lane Myers gave me your number. Lane Myers. Say, Lane Myers sent me. We got to see if they'll try to charge me with some, he's telling he's on his YouTube telling them to call us. Let's see if they'll charge me with that too. Come on, rack them up, baby. Hurt and is calling Samantha Walker a felony or a misdemeanor. You know what I'm saying? Cunt. That's like 7 counts. I hope I get 7 counts of counts of cunting. 7 counts of cunting. But yeah. Public info is not doxing. Yeah. Just a lot of people, hey bro, you guys come on my shit. I haven't even been reading these comments because the way the sun is in my face, I couldn't really see it. But thank you for showing your kid. Red oneist. It's never too young. My dad started me the day I came out of the womb. He said, look, anybody comes to the door, you don't when they knock on the door, you say, do you have a warrant? And if they say no, you say, get the fuck off my property. That's one of the first things I learned how to say was, do you have a warrant? My dad was a marijuana grower, dude, illegally at the time. I grew up in some crazy shit. The fucking probable cause, I knew what that was before I knew before kindergarten, I knew what fucking and you guys, it's not an illegal search and seizure, it's an unreasonable search and seizure, and I hate when people say illegal. It's unreasonable. I knew what reasonable articulable suspicion was before I started fucking kindergarten. I was smoking marijuana in kindergarten. I smoked marijuana. I've been smoking marijuana since I was 6 years old, okay? I started taking acid when I was 10. I'm not like everyone, and I'm not even saying that to brag or, fucking... I don't encourage that. I think that was very bad that I don't agree with a lot of the decisions my dad did to me is like a strong, weird way of putting it. My dad didn't influence me, and it's like you want to make your dad happy, so when he says do this, you do it. But so I'm not encouraging any of that. But this shit ain't new to me, man. I had whatever they're called, Black Hawk helicopters laying in my yard as a kid, okay? Literally, military helicopters landed in my yard as a kid with SWAT team jumping out of them, okay, to raid my house live on the evening news, it was just for clicks and views, right? So yeah, I'm going to use my YouTube channel to embarrass these public officials who are falsely accusing me. They put my family on the evening news, and then a few days later, the charges got dropped. They didn't do a new video about the helicopters landing in my yard, delivering the fucking order of dismissal by the judge for lying on the affidavit for the search warrant. You know what I'm saying? Of course I'm going to keep making these videos. Of course I have a contempt of court. Of course I have contempt for crooked judges. So where do I pay the fine? I'll just ask my YouTube. Like, I don't even get money from this shit. Like, I've definitely have had some solid people send me some funds to help me get a computer and shit. But it isn't like I got people sending me money every day. I haven't had any money sent because of my channel in months. And I'm not saying start sending it now. I don't care. It helps. But like, my life story was formed at 5 years old when they came and raided my house live on the news for attention, right? So if the government can use attention and the court of public opinion to influence, then we can too. All I'm doing is using the government's tricks against them. They literally have a school called the John F. Kennedy School of Psychological Warfare. I mean, do you guys miss the joke? They call it the JFK School of Psychological Warfare. They fucking killed JFK, dude. The CIA killed JFK in a psyop, right? And it's public documents released, so I'm not even tripping. And people also think we went to the moon too, right? Sure. And so, but anyways, you have to use the public opinion. You guys, we can't just sit back and watch it happen. You have to call there and do the shit and harass. Fuck it. They're going to call it harassment. We're going to call it voicing our opinion. So if you're worried about getting charged with harassment, they already won because they've already chilled your speech by making you think that something you're doing is wrong. And they literally called when they pulled my girl in the office to tell her, you know, the news, they said that I was being investigated for threatening judges. By who? Who the fuck's investigating me for threatening judges, and why haven't I been arrested? All they did was Matt Walker had his wife call my wife's job, say that I sent him an email saying I was going to go talk to his wife at the school, and that they were investigating it for threats and shit, but we'll get into all that. But right now I want to get as many people inspired. Don't send me money. Make calls. I don't need $10. I need 10 minutes. 10 minutes of your time. I sound like Jerry Lou, the telethon. And that's not me, man. I'm not e-bagging. I'm not any of that. I don't want to make... I'm gonna get money. Trust me. I'm gonna be paid a lot of money from this case, but I don't need it to be from other citizens. They already paid enough in taxes, and I'm gonna get that back. So hopefully, I'm giving a good service by helping educate people for free, knowing that I am gonna get money from that they already paid in taxes. So I don't need to then have them like some of these channels are strictly to make a profit, and some are to make a difference. My channel is to make a difference. I'm going to show you how I'm going to make, but also along with that, I am going to be compensated for my work and time by the parties that I'm going against, but I don't need, so that's what I'm saying is if we really want to make a change, I don't need your money. I need your 10 minutes. You make a call, you know, you don't call and get yourself in trouble. You call and say something, you send an email. They have all these things, but nobody ever does it for fear of retaliation. The point being, though, is if they retaliate against you for expressing yourself, then you can retaliate against them with lawsuits. And then people will say, lawsuits, all that, right? But I'm telling you, Lane Myers, the guy that everybody thinks is an autistic, you know, smoking weed since I was 6, acid since I was 10. How the fuck did I fucking get a fucking perfect score on the ACT and a 99 on the ASVAB and all this shit? I'm just a moron, right? And so... the point being is like, don't judge the message by the messenger. I come on here to act goofy for a reason. Because it works. But don't get it twisted. The conclusion of all my stories that take place on my channel will be victory with beyond, like, I will be victorious and we'll be able to yell from the top of the mountain that Lane Myers was right. The whole time you guys were fighting him, he was right. And now you're paying him money. And you know what? I would do it even for free. And that's the problem they don't realize is that I went to the meeting to exercise my rights. without fear of retaliation. I didn't even make it up to the thing. When I went to the meeting and got arrested for booing, I went to the meeting to talk about what happened at O'Reilly's with Deloria. I went there. I was going to go up during my time and tell him, yeah, this cop made this shit up. Then he lied about some made up felony warrant that doesn't exist to pull me out of the car. And then he told me that the jury's just too stupid. 12 people too stupid to get out of jury duty and all this shit, blah, blah, blah. That's what I was going to use my 3 minutes for, to talk to the council. But because they knew that, because I already put the notice of claim against them before that, so they already knew I was suing them for what happened to Deloria before I came to the meeting that day. And based on the emails and reports I have, now I have proof that they knew I was coming to the meeting, so they had cops, extra cops there. They said if he swears, arrest him, all this shit. They had it planned ahead of time to arrest me. I have all that proof now too. And so the point being is that I still went there and got arrested, knowing that going there could get me arrested, not because I break the law, but because the people in charge down there will do whatever the fuck they got to do to get you in trouble, and then enforce, and like a lot of people said, they'll just pay the money. They'll just pay the money. They don't care. So what? They will pay. It's to them, it's worth paying me money to have me to not come there and talk about it, which is insane because it's not their money. But they would rather, it's like, okay, yeah, we'll pay him $500,000 for arresting him at the meeting. But what they don't realize is then I'm just going to come back to the meeting with $500,000 in my pocket. Duh. So that's why it doesn't even really make sense. So the people in Gilbert got 125 each, so about 125, 250, 350, 375. Then the other guy got a couple, so about 500,000 in Gilbert for being removed for a sign. I was arrested and taken to jail. Them people, these people, they're writing checks that their ass can't cash. But I believe that their ass is open to transactions. Most of them. If we could maybe we could work out an agreement where I fight Deloria in a, chill out, baby. Hey. Leave it. Thank you. Yeah. Leave it. Hey, leave it. Good girl. It's okay. Don't kill him, boss. Hey, so I believe that if it was up to me, this is how we would settle this case. They would dismiss the charges from O'Reilly. They would arrange a boxing match, a celebrity boxing match, Jake Paul style, against me and Deloria. And then they would, and then Mackenzie would go on my OnlyFans. And then the cops would, never mind. And so we could set up a thing, since Mackenzie likes cops and the cops like Mackenzie, we could arrange, like, we could sign some documents and we could have, like, Kenzie does Deloria or something on my YouTube channel. I mean, not my YouTube. No, we can't. Definitely can't have that on my YouTube channel. But you know what I'm saying. And then I can punch Deloria in the face like legally, like we have celebrity boxing. And then Kenzie can get what she wants from the cops, and Deloria can get what he wants from Kenzie. And then the booing case, we could set up some kind of like sumo wrestle, like oil, like something where they like cover the bodies in oil so it's hard to grab each other. And the mayor and like all the fucking the lesbian lane, Santa Cruz, and then we could have set up a oil wrestling match between the mayor in bikinis though. Now we got to exploit their feminism, that they're proud of their bodies. That, you know what I mean? No, we don't want no body shaming. You know what I mean? We want them to work it, girl. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to be rude because I know that bodies are a thing, but it's part of my comedy routine. And so we can have them oil up and wrestle. And then how about this? Then we can have we can have my wife do like a Navy SEAL boot camp against like the attorneys. and if my wife can lift more weight than Matt Walker, I can punch Matt Walker in the face. I mean, wouldn't that be a great? I mean, that's all not really going to happen because they won't sign, because we would need to like sign liability waivers and do all this shit, and we would have to organize it. But just think about how great it would be for your television and entertainment and popularity if you, instead of going to court for your court case, you could just set up a celebrity boxing match with the officer. Do you think Deloria, like, imagine if I could imagine if I could legally sign a legally binding liability waiver type contract, like when two celebrities do this celebrity boxing and fight Deloria. Imagine how much we could even raise money for the police. Like, I will do that. Like, I will be like, okay, any proceeds from this go to the police, like whatever thing when police get hurt on, you know what I mean? Like some kind of like charity for police or something. I don't even want money. I just want to legally punch him in the face because he said he was coming there to punch me in the face and leave. Well, then why wouldn't he come to the deposition? Come to the deposition, give me my YouTube content, give me the shit I need for my lawsuit, and then we'll sign some paperwork that says we're two consenting adults who are about to punch each other in the face legally. Any medical thing is on us, just like you sign a waiver when you go whitewater rafting, whatever. Hey, I'm sure we can get something drawn up and signed, but that's a different story. This is supposed to be about Samantha Walker. So call Samantha Walker and let me get back to riding my bike. I got a big race this weekend. So I'm going to race my bike as I go bald. Damn, I'm going bald. But, I'm going to be a bald, white, angry, fucking... Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't want to be angry at anybody. I want to sing Kumbaya at the campfire. So in this case, Samantha Walker, remember now, I'm going to post that information and we're going to clown her. I need everybody to give me 5 minutes of your time. If it costs you $5, consider that you bought me a beer. If your productivity at work drops for 10 minutes, you just donated to my cancer fund that I don't have. And so let's try to at least annoy these bitches legally. Because the pompous nature that they just go about this willful exploitation of the law, the court, and the rules has to stop. And the only way it's going to stop is in the court of public opinion. The court of public opinion has to issue orders that the people in the court of opinion need to start issuing orders that overrule these kangaroo court fake orders of the defendant interrupted. It's literally on video. Literally, I'm going to get a record request, get the thing, get the transcript, turn it in with my motion. Literally, there's somebody who typed out, he asked me a question, I gave him a smart-ass answer. He said, if you interrupt me again, you'll be held in contempt. I said, fuck you, cunt. And he removed me from the hearing. I didn't even interrupt him when I said, fuck you, cunt. So he can't even put down that I said, called him a cunt is why he removed me. He said I interrupted. Oh, did I interrupt the last hearing with Matt Walker? I think I interrupted that one about 50 fucking times, right? That just shows you how arbitrary and capricious our freedom is now. And everybody talks about who's going to win the president and the Congress and all that shit. Your freedom starts at your local kangaroo court. It always has and it always will. Look up local magistrate shit. The real threat on we don't even have democracy on the constitutional republic. The real threat on freedom, we don't need to talk about all, but freedom, your ability to have free will and agency, it truly is taken by HOAs and ordinance courts and these courts that I'm dealing with and judges who don't have a law degree and all this shit. As you can see, those somebody like me though, it doesn't work on me. It never has and it never will. I've never been convicted in a kangaroo bullshit court in my life because I go in there and the judge goes, oh shit, we better get this fucking guy out of here before he shows everybody. I'm showing you guys how to beat the system. But if I didn't have fake charges, I couldn't show you how to beat the fake charges in the fake system. So I told you in one of my first videos about this shit in Tucson, I was going to be like the secret shopper who goes in there and buys something to make sure that you know what I mean? It's literally auditing. But a lot of people think auditing is like you go in there with your camera and you get, dude, I'm auditing from the jail cells, okay? I'm going to jail to get my content, to get my information, to get my investigation. I'm literally undercover in their system, basically. Literally, it's like this guy knows the law more than us. Do not, any competent government agency would not allow Lane Myers to infiltrate it like this. No competent government agency would allow Lane Myers to take control of the entire agency through his YouTube channel with 7,000 subscribers that he's not even monetized. Lane Myers has taken control of the Pima County courts, prosecutors, attorneys, law school, federal judges. Lane Myers is in control right now. Lane Myers has the ability to come on his YouTube channel and say something and control the actions of all these government officials I'm not even breaking no laws. I'm just telling people, hey, this is the law and this is how they're breaking it. And that is more of a threat than me. And so for me saying this is the law and this is how they're breaking it, they're calling me a school shooter. Why would I go shoot up a school when I can just come on YouTube and say this is the law and this is how they're breaking it? And they'll react as if I just did storm the Capitol or shoot up the school. So imagine being Lane Myers knowing that I could just sit here and make a video and all the people that I'm going against are going to be affected by it. You're giving me the power. So thank you and have a nice day.